So here I am again in numbers, and previously I talked about there being columns and rows. You can see those. Now sometimes you might want more columns, you might want more rows, so forth and so on. So if you want to add in more columns, then simply tap on that little icon on the right hand side across the top row with the 4 little dots on it. Tap that, and as you do that, so you can then extend out and get more columns and what have you, or you can conversely decrease the number. And you can see you've got a set number of rows, and again you can increase and decrease those as you wish. So number of tabs across the top, you can see we've got sheet 1. If I tap the plus symbol, I'll get more sheets and what have you. It's saying sheet 3 because I've just deleted one. If I want to change the name, I double tap onto sheet 3 and I can call it whatever I want. And then if I want to delete that whole sheet, in fact, I can just tap on it once and then just delete it. Okay, so that's the basics there. What about putting information into my actual numbers sheet? Well, first thing I'll do is put some headings in, and I'll do that in the top row. I do that in the top row because actually numbers has got some database-like qualities in it, and we'll see that in the next screencast. But in this one, I'm going to show you how you can enter some text, how you can put some values in, and how you can put in some simple formulae to add things up. So I'm going to put in a heading of name. To do that, I double tap on the cell and then I can put in name. Now whilst we're in this view here, can we see we've got the 42, the clock symbol, the T and the equals. That's what you can press to get different formats for different cells when you're in edit view. So if I go to 42, you'll see that I can enter a number of different numbers and what have you. Also notice name has now disappeared. It could be currency, percentage, a 5-star rating, a checkbox, so forth and so on. Or if I go across, it could be date or time or duration, a number of different things there. And you have a framework for time, date, month and year in the formula bar there as well. And then we've got text, and then we've got equals. Now I'm going to go back and go for text because it was text I wanted, and the heading was name. This next one is going to be just putting in there age. Okay. Now, as we work through, it's picked up from the heading that each of these is in either currency or in text format. I'm just going to enter some names in simply. So here we are, some names going in, brilliant. And let's put in some ages. Done. Now what I want to do is perform some calculations underneath them, and here we need some basic spreadsheet knowledge about formulas, but hopefully this won't be outside your level of knowledge and skills. So to get a formula in, we just double tap, and a formula, like in Excel, if you're used to using Excel, we'll start with the equals symbol, and here we're going to use a function called sum. Sum is the function we use for adding up ranges of cells. So to get the sum, I tap on functions on the right hand side, and I can go to any number of these different ones to try and find it, but I'm just going to go to, let's go the long way around so you can find it that way. So if you go to all, and you'll see they're all in alphabetical order actually, all the different functions and formulas that are there. People who worry about numbers not being quite the same as Excel, there are loads and loads and loads of different functions and formulas that you can perform within numbers. It is an exceedingly powerful piece of kit. So we're going to choose sum, and then we're just going to tap on the cells that we want to add up, and it will then use the pin heads to highlight like so. Now the formula is correct. Tick the tick and then accepts it and works out what the total is there. There you go. Simple, easy, powerful numbers for iPad. My name's Mark Anderson. Thank you very much for listening.